Hi guys, I'm freezing. I'm freezing cold. I'm sitting at a bus stop like a little old lady, all frozen and shivering, and the rain, and it's like, oh my God, help me. Anyway, so I just saw on the New York Post that the royal family deleted a letter that had been on the website, the link to a letter that Harry had written, asking the press basically to back off from harassing Meghan when they were dating. I saw Sussex Family TV talking about it earlier today as well, but then I just saw something on the New York Post. Apparently it was Newsweek that broke the story, where they basically came out and said that the link has been missing since December 2023, but no one was paying attention. So it seems that the royal family has been quietly and not so quietly, systematically and not so systematically, erasing Harry and Meghan from history, erasing the truth. And as Brian over at Sussex Family TV said, they're rewriting history so that when the history books are written, the children will not know the real truth. And it's already happening because, I have seen articles in magazines here and material that children are reading in France talking about this story, mentioning Meghan and Kate in such a way that it subliminally influences the child's thinking. They're already doing it. And I'm like, whoa, I can't believe it when I'm seeing it. I can't say exactly which articles they were at this point, but I've seen it because, I help kids with their English, and sometimes I have to help them with their English homework, and I come across these types of literature from time to time. And I'm like, wow, this is how people are brainwashed. This is how you create even misogynists, racists, xenophobes, and so on in a society. Is you start when the children when they're young, when they're kids, when they don't know any better, and you fill their heads with this filth. And you reinforce it with all the materials you give them, not just what you say, what you're giving them to read, to look at. That's how you do it. And the children have no idea what's happening to them. They become adults who believe that their thoughts and their ideas are theirs, when all throughout their lives they have been brainwashed to be this way by adults who should know better. And then you know what happens? They become adults who continue this cycle. It is a horrible, horrible thing. But yeah, the royal family, this is nothing new what they're doing. Just rewrite history. Just erase the inconvenient truths from history and whitewash it and replace it with the narrative that you want to spread as being the truth. This has been this goes back 2,000 years, right? Look, even in the Bible, I'm sure you will find some propaganda, right? I'm sure that you will find propaganda in the Quran, in all of these books going back 2,000 years or longer, right? People who have the power to shape the narrative is, what did that woman over at the Sun say she was doing? She said that she was changing the narrative, and that's why she paid the $200,000 for the fake pictures of Kate at the farm shop. We know that that's not Kate at the farm shop. That was a bouncing, healthy woman who since then has been so stricken with cancer she can't even appear for 5 minutes to give condolences to someone who died in a plane crash from the Royal Air Force, of which she is the Commodore, right? She can't even face the people to say that, there have been breakthroughs in her, charity or she's a patron of this early childhood initiative where all these businesses convened to try to find answers to how to balance working and childcare. She couldn't even come forward for 5 seconds on a 5-second short to respond to that. And they want us to believe that that bouncing healthy woman at the farm shop that they paid £200,000 for was Kate. No, it was not Kate. It was not Kate. What they were doing was, and she literally said it, but most people missed it, is they were changing the narrative to something more convenient than what was true. The truth was inconvenient. And whenever the truth is inconvenient, you just change it and you erase it. That's what they do. And so taking Harry's open letter off the website is a way to change the narrative bit by bit. And it's not all that they're doing. Every step that they're taking, it's let's chip this away bit by bit. The fact that Harry and Meghan still have a title, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, is fascinating. I think really that my suspicions are correct, is that they are afraid if they remove Duke and Duchess, they will resort to Prince and Princess, which will just be even worse, right? It's not that they care what people will say, is that they are terrified of the consequence of taking away Duke and Duchess. Then it's just Prince Harry and Princess Meghan, because Meghan has actually been given the title of princess by 3 Nigerian kings. And if the British king is legitimate and he can give princess titles, I dare them to tell me why the Nigerian kings are not legitimate and cannot give titles, because all of them have made up this whole concept of king and queen and titles. All of this, as I said in the video before this one, is make-believe nonsense that the people go along with because everybody wants entertainment. It's all entertainment, right? So the reason I think they haven't taken those titles yet is because they're trying to figure out how to do it so that Harry and Meghan just are not at all titled. But they are busy rewriting history, chipping away at everything, wiping the slate clean, as if Harry was never even a part of the royal family, as if possibly he was never even born, right? And the fact that Charles has not yet come forward to disown Harry and say that Harry is not his birth son is also very telling, because all of those rumors that Harry is not his, he knows if Harry is his or not, because they've done DNA tests on Harry. I'm sure of it. Harry is his biological child, because if he dares to say that, then Harry would have him submit to a DNA test, which they'll be like, oh, the sovereign cannot be sued. But this is not about sovereign being sued. I mean, this is a paternity issue. You're going to say that you're not his biological father. But anyway, the bottom line is that they are busy trying to rewrite history, and they're busy trying to wipe Harry and certainly Meghan, but mostly Harry, because once Harry is wiped out, then Meghan obviously doesn't exist, right? Because she's in because of Harry. So just wipe him out, and then you take care of Meghan. Listen, I've got to go. It's raining. I don't have an umbrella, as per usual. I don't know why I do that all the time. I have an umbrella at home, but I never take it. See you in the next one, okay? Take care. Bye.